يقترب من مدخن فيستنشق الدخان دون أن تكون له أي نية في استنشاقه ثم يصاب بالاختناق، وهذه الحالة هي ما يسمونها بالتدخين السلبي.
What you do to your own body is your business. But if you smoke, what are you doing to others?
Take a place like this pool hall. It's not that smoky. There's no visible smoke in the air. But people are puffing away, over there, over there. So even though I'm a non-smoker, as long as I'm in here, I'm inhaling secondhand smoke, or as it's sometimes called, side stream, or passive, or environmental smoke. It's in it.
It includes ammonia, which is toilet bowl cleaner. It includes formaldehyde, which is what you pickle dead things in. Arsenic, which is rat poison. Cyanide, which is what they use in gas chambers.
Lately, more scientists are saying that smokers, by spreading those chemicals, are killing other people.
If side stream smoke is so much more deadly, there'll soon be more rules banning smoking in public places. And the range of issues all this raises is enormous. If smoke makes you sick, will you sue the smoker or the business that allowed the smoking?
Some people are suing already. Flight attendant Norma Broyne is suing the tobacco company.
You have flight attendants who have never smoked a day in their lives going to their physicians and the doctors telling them that they must stop smoking. It's wrong.
Broyne was always annoyed by smoke on flights she worked, but she never thought of it as a health threat. Norma is a Mormon. She and her family don't smoke or drink or live any part of the lifestyle that's associated with lung cancer. Yet 2 years ago, at the age of 34, she had to have part of her lung removed because she has lung cancer.
This is where the original tumor was growing in this
It
area.
was numb. It was very, very difficult to believe that this was something that I would have. The pain was excruciating. Even to breathe would hurt because the ribs were spread. I didn't cry because it hurt too much to cry.
The Flight Attendants Union was instrumental in getting smoking banned on domestic flights 2 years ago. Now they want it banned on international flights.
It's pulmonary rape. And every time someone lights up a cigarette, I am involuntarily being subjected to that. I am being violated against my will.
There is a lot at stake here for the tobacco industry. This is a huge and very profitable business after all. Watch us make 8,000 Winstons a minute. That's 275 million cigarettes a day. Although fewer Americans have been lighting up since the Surgeon General first criticized cigarettes 25 years ago, the drop has not been significant, and profits are as strong as ever. The passive smoke issue threatens that.
They've been taken away in the airplanes, they've been taken away in the movie theaters, all over.
Smokers these days do feel under attack. Some say the health nuts are out to get them. Many in this pool hall said they'd put out their cigarettes if you said the smoke bothered you, but they could not believe that they were spreading cancer or heart disease.
Do you feel responsible at all?
About giving everybody diseases?
Yeah.
No, actually, I don't.
What if people say, you're poisoning me?
Open a window. As long as there's proper ventilation, it shouldn't take the right that I have, that he has, that these people have to smoke.
Proper ventilation is something that tobacco companies keep talking about.
This pool hall has a ventilation system and high ceilings, so there's no visible smoker's haze in the room. But does this mean that the air is reasonably clean? We asked Dr. Alfred Lowry to test it. Lowry is a research chemist who has a device that samples air and measures the number of particulates small enough to get into your lungs.
What we're getting here, we're getting levels that were 10 times what we found when there was no one here smoking. And this is basically as if someone came and took a handful of chemicals, some can of chemicals, and sprayed them in your face.
But it's different with children, as this ad demonstrates. They don't have a choice. One thing most people agree on is that the children should be protected.
Let's talk about children.
Lung surgeon William Cahan.
Children's growing tissues are much more susceptible to cancer agents than our adult ones. We are now seeing that they're getting chronic pulmonary infections, and some of them even getting scarring of their lungs and diminished pulmonary function.
As a result, parental smoking has even become an issue in child custody cases.
How can you do this to your child? I mean, child abuse doesn't have to be black and blue marks. It can be inhaled secondhand smoke.
And what medicines is she taking?
Many pediatricians, like this doctor, now include parents' smoking status when investigating a child's health. And many parents are changing their behavior. This little girl had pneumonia 5 times over the past 2 years. Then her mother started smoking in this closed-off room, away from her daughter. The child hasn't had lung problems since.
Would you smoke around your kids?
Well, first of all, I'm not a smoker. I probably wouldn't be blowing smoke in my children's faces. I think it would probably bother them.
His company's official position, however, is that doctors who say secondhand smoke causes childhood disease are relying on bad science.
The tobacco companies say you're a zealot. You just want smoking banned from this country, so you've closed your eyes to real science.
John, let me tell you about that. These are people who are, in their greed, will do anything to contradict the medical evidence, and have done so. I see 4 to 6 people dying of lung cancer every day of my life at my hospital. So when you tell me I'm a zealot, I take pride in that.
لقد أطلقوا عليها اسم سفينة الصحراء وهي تعلو وتهبط في تضارب.
בזהירות, אבל בזהירות.